How do, mine fans? It's Ross, your one-legged miner here, coming to you with another video, and this time's going to be a little different. We're not going to go underground today. We're going to stay topside. It's a beautiful day out here in the desert, so I'm taking a walk with my trusty dog Cleo, my rifle, and me. Just roaming the wilds of the Mojave up here on the property. And it's a nice day. I figured I'd bring you all along. So let's take a walk, shall we? You know, Cleopatra here, mine dog, junior mine dog, I should say. Senior mine dog Merida is back in the office, manning the phones. She's really not up for taking the long walks anymore, but it's all right. Hey, Cleo, we're going this way. Come on. Hey, come here. This way. Sometimes you forget who's the boss dog out here, don't you? There you go. Gotta say, I'm happy that Cleo has, over the last several months, finally gotten her transition underway from scatterbrain puppy to fairly competent dog. So, she obeys a lot better, she's a lot calmer, the destructing has ended, and all around just a pretty nice dog. Of course, anybody who's been up here will tell you, as soon as you pull up on the property, Cleo will be in your car. And if you got food out, now it's hers. Some things will probably never train out of this little pit lab mix, aka the meth lab. But, oh no, she's a good dog and I think I'll keep her. Come on, leave it alone. Whatever it is, leave it. Come on. Yeah, if I had some music to play right now, kind of like, Wonder Hussy does in her videos, it'd be a lot more interesting. Maybe she'll teach me how to do it one of these days. I'll do 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 do. It may not be good, but it's not copyrighted, and YouTube won't give me a strike. Do 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 do. I say it's been a couple years since I moved out here full time now. Living way out here in the wilds, above and beyond Tecopa, the Mojave Desert. I say there hasn't been a day yet that I regret making the move out here. Yeah, it was good to retire and come out here, and can I say I'm at one with the land now. We've got beautiful sunrises with a cup of coffee, nice sunny days like today, beautiful sunsets every night, and a starscape like you would not believe. So last night I watched, what did I watch? Oh yeah, the Starlink launch, and the ISS is a frequent visitor by night skies, so we're never lonely out here when we got the astronauts passing overhead. We're half-wits like Cleo there. What you got, girl? Nothing. Come on, let's go this way. Always hunting for stuff, that one. Keeps her amused. Guess you could say I'm homesteading out here. It's a simple life, but I am totally off-grid. I'm on solar power out here, propane and gas generator for backup, and managed to provide for myself as a need. Don't have a lot, but don't need a lot. And in that I've been blessed. God has given me pretty much everything I need out here since I moved out here. Not always what I want, but always what I need. And our relationship's gotten a lot better. This is a good place to commune out here. And the off-grid homesteading life is definitely something I'd recommend for a lot of people if you're interested. Yeah, I had to ditch my jacket there for a minute. Getting kind of warm out here walking around. The nice thing about having all this land to yourself is you can set something down and you know it's going to be there when you come back to pick it up, whenever you come back. One thing I got plenty of out here in the desert is, solitude. And normally it's a good thing, but there is a downside to it too, and with the nearest neighbor being almost 10 miles away, and the sheriff's department being quite a bit further away, if problems arise up here, I'm on my own. I had some tourists out here the other day, and one of them happened to see a pistol on my hip. That'd be this 1911 A1 right here. And she said, "Oh my God, is that a gun?" Now, course, she was from California. I said, yeah, it was. And she said, why do you have that? Snakes. And she didn't really buy the snakes, so I kind of had to break it down. I explained to her just kind of what I said. I'm a long way from anybody else out here, usually. And, well, I've got a lot of good friends in town and on the internet and all over the place. I'm not universally popular out here. When I bought the mines, I took a lot of people's playground away from them, and we still have the garden variety meth heads and opportunity thieves out there roaming around the world. And every once in a while, you know, one of those folks finds their way up here too. So I do have to take some steps to protect myself and my hearth and home and the mine dogs, naturally. So I've got a pretty good setup out here. I'm a mile up off the road. I've got cameras and other sensors all over the place. So generally, if you're coming around, I know it before you do. And I do have, you know, the 1911 and a few other tools like the M1 Garand over here, which you've seen in previous videos where I've been out shooting it with Wonder Hussy, America's favorite YouTuber. Yeah, it's me doing what I have to do to protect myself and make sure that at the end of the day, I'm still here. The M1 in particular is one of my favorite tools for this. This beauty was actually made back in 1939 and has been rebarreled at least once since with a brand new 1966 barrel put on when I got it. I've shot this particular rifle in countless competitions over the years and have thousands of rounds through it, much like the 45. And they may be old, but I know exactly where they hit and what I got to do to make them perform. So, yeah, I could have one of those little shiny black plastic rifles like I used to carry back in my days as a police officer, but yeah, I'm tired of those days. We're just going to get back to basics, and wood and steel gets the job done for me. And yeah, I've shot this rifle enough at 600 yards. I know how to crank the sights in to hit right there where I want it, anything this side of that mark. Now, hopefully I never have to, but you know, at the end of the day, like I said, I need to be here. So I will protect myself out here, and I will protect my guests when they're out here as well. Can't always depend on the watchdog out there. You know, ain't she ferocious, folks? Grrr. That must be 5 o'clock. Union dog. And there's the homestead back in the distance. And the mountain range of the South Nope is behind me. So I'm actually in a pretty good spot out here, yeah, defensively and for my peace and quiet. Like I said, the road is a mile down there. The driveway coming up here, yeah, not straight or smooth, and it's going to take you a bit, and I'm going to hear you coming. Yeah. Watchdog's going to do her part. This road's washed out, but also covered. And ain't nobody coming over the South Nope is behind me, so I've only got, you know, one front to watch, and it's a good location for peace of mind. And 2 years ago, it was just a vacant lot up there. Now I've got a little more civilization coming up, because I've been blessed again abundantly by a number of people coming up here to help out over the years. Some truly fantastic people who've worked to help me expand the mines, put in the power system, you know, get some more stable roof over my head, and do a lot of other things up here that frankly I could have done by myself. And if it wasn't for all these great people coming up from not only California and Nevada, but as far away as Arizona and Montana and Mexico, you know, I'd just still be an old guy out here living in a trailer screaming at the clouds. But like John Lennon said, I get by with a little help from my friends. It's either John or Paul, I always forget. One of those two. Hey, Cleo. Now you would know. Yeah, darn the bad luck. The sun's already going down behind the mountains over there, which means I'm in shadow here, and it's going to start getting cold and dark out here in the real near future. So I want to head my little girl here back to the homestead, and we're going to put some dinner on. I think we'll do ourselves right with some burgers and potatoes and some vegetables, and A little fresh fruit for dessert. Definitely got to eat right out here and take care of yourself because, like everything else, the doctor's a long way away. So self-care is important, be that exercise from walks like this and a good diet and a great positive mental attitude. So thanks for coming out, join me and have this walk with me and Cleo here. And just want to wish you all a good day and tell you all, if you're stressed or sweating life because of the elections or world events or whatever, just kind of let it go and maybe take a walk out in the woods or the desert or on a beach or along the tundra, wherever you are. I mean, there's a whole world outside, so get off the internet for a bit and just get out there and live your life. It's your one-legged miner, out and heading back to the mine.